Hello everyone and welcome back to Ladyhill. So obviously the ongoing saga of the grasslands continues because now we've got all that grass. We need to basically sort out bale. Or the hay I should say. So I managed to block in my two high powered tractors. I guess that means you're doing the baling today. Although I'm pretty sure actually let's do this correctly. Move the fen. Can you tell I'm a little rusty into this folks? Right, so what I'm gonna do is obviously the milk's gonna be the first situation because the milk. The cows need TMR top up, but milk-wise, see, we've nearly got a full trailer load. Does the dairy want it? Yes, the dairy will take it. Getting the... Well, it's going to kill me, I'm driving over the lawn. So basically, we can send this over to the dairy. But I find out this trailer's already half full and I'm an idiot. No, thank God for that. Obviously, also while I'm over there, we will crash into a building. While I'm over there, we will top up their straw and their food. Hang on, this is hay I've got this too, isn't it? Am I grassing? That's not the field I wanted. That is growing amazingly though. Have I actually been an absolute idiot here? I have hay bales. What am I missing? I thought I did those two fields as the hay. No, I definitely windrow them. I'm also going overboard on hay. Overboard. What the hell am I saying? I'm also going overboard on hay production right now. It's okay, that'll stay us for a while. I just can't really keep loading. It sounds like it could. Means I can set these two off again. I was also thinking, field 166 down there is a bit of an arse, if I'm honest. Purely because, obviously, it's a bit of a to get to, so I've had a thought on that. I might put some sheep on there. We have the little enclosures that you can just sort of build. Won't hold a lot of sheep, unfortunately. Certainly won't if we decide to bring in the rules on animal spacing. It doesn't quite take a full trailer and I go unload. The game has put another Fent on sale. I think, why would you buy that? You can have that. I get it's got like twice the hours on it, but still. Game, you are doing this deliberately. Yeah, so the plan today is to get get those fields baled and collected. I'm just going to all-load the collection, don't panic folks. You've watched me fight with the telehandler more than once, you don't need to do that again. That's getting low on silage, which is a problem because silage is the one thing we haven't started making properly yet. But yeah, just to give you guys an example, I can show you, in fact I can probably even do it now. Got like these like little sheep pens here. What I could do, I could put that like here. And basically to fill this field, just leave enough room so I can get vehicles in to add, water, food, collect wool and so on. But if I get that near to there as possible. I'm a little past here. And I come out as near to this fence. I literally just want to take as much of this land as because I don't need this grassland anymore. We take literally all of this. I mean, how can I own like both these fields but not the grassland in between? You see there, so that's now got rid of that as a field, apart from a couple of little bits of it which I will quickly go and paint over just so they don't annoy me. Like I might just need to do a bit of land smoothing there as well. But you see there, so that's now that field fully sorted out. I don't know how many sheep it'll take, I'll have to go and double check that. 547, right, so we're actually not going to buy them today because I don't want them straight away. I see you guys now. Chickens are doing alright, even though we're getting more chickens in the food. Wow. Let's hope I get some grain ready soon, or else I'm going to do an expensive purchase there because that's not good. But there's now quite possible I'm going to get some more out of this. Every little helps. We'll send this guy off to go and offload that. We're not going to see an instant feed from it because obviously we're going into our dairy. You're now outside, it's okay. This guy can go do the baling, so where's the baling? There's that square thing. The plan is to get these baled quick. I'm actually, I'm going to have to start a bale. If it starts as grass, I will immediately now come back with the tea grow. The more I think about it, I think it is grass, you know. I remember windrowing it. I remember teddering it and then re-windrowing it because I wouldn't have tethered it if I was going to do it as grass. Because my mowers now do that. Unfortunately, it's been a couple of weeks since I recorded, as you can probably tell here, so I'm getting a bit confusing myself, which doesn't take a lot, I'll grant you. But assuming I'm right, it is hay, we'll just quickly get these two fields collected up. And then hay, the other grass fields are ready to house if we did want to get sheep today and get that started. Hey, hi. Didn't realise this thing had a horn like that. Right, so let's just unfold this again out here. Let's pick a corn. It always makes life easier. No, it's just straight grass. So yeah, so I need to come back with the tea grow. So I've done this for silage because I already have hay, because I'm a freaking idiot. I know you're probably all shouting at your screens right now. It's grass, you moron! I do apologise for that, but as you said, I'm a moron. So we'll go back. I think this thing can run the tea grow. Obviously, I sent my most powerful tractor off. He's only 20 horsepower behind, so we should be good. Can't see any reason why it wouldn't. Obviously, add the silage. Obviously, make sure the silage seems topped up because we'll use plenty of that. No one off a fence. I know. Please don't do this. To me. I do want the other fence. I want all the fence in the world. But just not right now. Better things to spend money on. I'm wondering whether to send the once he's done, stick him on the trailer and get him just to clear more manure. And you see the pile has built again. Of course, that's why I left this uncovered, because it's going to be, obviously it'll be silage in a couple of months. The thing where do I put this to try and wheel it? No, it seems happy with it for now. I forgot I upgraded this to the bigger one, didn't I? I can't get around the corner. One thing, I've just spent that money on that sheep, and yeah, I still ideally would like to move farmyards. This farmyard's good, it's just small. Can I sneak through there to go top my size as if up? Looks like I can. So I don't know how many loads it's going to take. I'm hoping not a gigantic amount, to be honest with you. I'm going to let the Deutsch come in before I pull out of here. Let's see, what would that cost me for it up to like good spec? Hang on, is this the one that has the No, it's in this one. There's one of them you can have a reversing camera too. I had it on the single player game before, and it's a really good tractor. I really like it. I mean, even at that spec, I mean, that's still like 150 grand. I mean, this guy, for example, the same power would be 200 grand. And I'm not saying like that's necessarily a terrible, terrible price, but okay, you're annoying me now. Why are you going so slow? The biogas plant has manure, so I can just do it for the sell anything station. So we've still got the tall sides on this. I'll probably have to take them off when it comes to harvest season for a couple of reasons. In real life, I think the weight will get too much, and also depending on what harvester we end up using, it wouldn't be you might not be able to reach over it. But the thing is, at least once you bought them, you sort of keep them, so the game sort of simulates you just taking them off and left them in the yard. So he's going to sell anything, so at least when he gets back I might just send him with a second load. It's not going to be worth a lot of money, but you know, it's better than nothing. If we check our values, like our straw. TMR's worth good money, but we don't want to sell that, we're using that instead. So if I send him out now... Wow. I'm having one of those. Oh! Now when these trailers first launched, I had a little bit of an issue with dancing. It appears they maybe occasionally still do that. Right, so anyway, I'm going to try and get as much of this grass collected as possible. I was just thinking out loud, I was looking at that wheat field, I was going to check how far off being ready that is, because that could be good. Okay, that isn't bad. Our first barley field will be ready next month looking at that, so that's the chicken feed sorted. As well as the a good amount into our beer production, which, as you guys know, is ticking away in the background. Anyway, I'm going to get these fields collected. I'm hoping to get them up, all of it done in this, but we'll wait and see. See how often I have to take it back and empty. It's going to be the deciding factor. So please, folks, sit back and enjoy. Quite good. We've got 150,000 litres already, that's great. So we've got a really good amount coming out here. Also got a little bug of a calf that's decided to escape, which is not great. Oh, I actually managed to not hit the wall that time, that's good. I get around here without hitting anything though. No. Let's just start going out the other way. Obviously he's come back, he's finished taking all the units, so I'm not going to clear some slurry. It's just, might as well just clear some stock out of the way. And we look at the cows slurry wise, we can I'll do that because I do have, what's it on? 91,000 litres, see, I might, the game will allow me, but part of me just doesn't like the idea of using the milk tanker for slurry. That's why, but I don't feel, even though I since learned that slurry is a term used in cooking, which really gives me the crease, because when I think of slurry, I don't think it's something you want to add to food. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so we're getting to clear that out. Well, I was hoping, but no, I'm kind of hoping that we get the rest of this grass now, but obviously, if I don't, then it just means more. Just means more. Obviously, once we get this field sorted, our next job is to crash into a fence. Our next job is it's all going to need compact here. I kind of want to get that done today, because at least then we're on our way. We're on. It takes us either 1 or 2 months to ferment. That's my field there, and that's looking weedy. Is that my field? Yes, that is my field, and it's looking weedy. Right. Now, I don't have a herbicide sprayer, do I? Roller for sale. What's that? Is that a fertilizer lime spreader? Thinking about it, actually, no, I may not need the. I've got the hoe, haven't I? No, I needed. Still 73, so hopefully, as long as those weeds aren't too big, the hoe should be able to deal with them. I love saying that, because even knowing the context, that tends to be, well, the hoe will know, does just sound brilliant. Or maybe it's just me. But in case I get an AI certainly to start on that while I do the last of the collecting. I'm pretty sure I haven't got any fields left to plant, have I? No, I managed to get everything down that I wanted. I'm hoping this will be enough to do it. Yeah, he's making his way to the AIs don't like these narrow lanes, I think that's why they seem very slow, but the money is slowly increasing, which is great. We're now in that position where we are making money. We just got to keep at it. Obviously, I love the idea of owning. That's $1 million. I mean, we're 10th away there. But now couldn't sell that farm. Although I could sell like fields, I couldn't sell that farm because we have constructibles on it. I'd have to delete them all. American School. I don't know. It's mod makers. Fair enough. They do a great job with the American School bus. So our grass fields, I'm pretty sure ready to be fertilised. So they're just ready. They'll be ready to harvest again next month. So I'm thinking next month, or we just cut these 2 fields. Those 2 are ready, aren't they? Yeah. And we use that for grass we feed to the cows. Sheep. I just left the tractor in the middle of the road over there. I'm hoping this should still only be for stage growing, so I shouldn't destroy crop when I pull into here. No, I'm destroying crop. Right, well the AI won't, so I can still get away with this. It'll be interesting to see whether this actually works as I hope. Because with a bit of luck, this will just... Actually, what does the field state say? What's it say? Weed hoe, so yeah. I can't work out why it's doing what it's doing, but I'll leave it to it and hope it does its job. Well, I drive past the field I need. Like I say, we'll see if we get this all into this tray. I don't think so. That looks a lot on the ground there. I mean, you never know. I also remember where I got to before he filled up. Did I literally run out around the end of a row? That's convenient. Usually never happens. Yeah, so while the plan, as I said, was probably originally one of these grass fields, I'm thinking maybe this one here is going to get ripped up and it's going to become another crop field. Yeah, so even though he's doing that jump thing, it is apparently deleting the weeds, which is great. But yeah, probably this one I think we'll get rid of and be a crop field. It's probably going to be next season now, just because I didn't really have the time, and I'll be honest, it's doing us good to get some grass together and get this all sorted out and set up. As we know, our mixer is now out of silage, so we need to get this. Leave this all in the pit, fermented. Like I say, next month it's looking like it might be the first harvest. It might be the first barley field, at which point I get to decide what harvest we're using this year. Probably I'm going to rent again. Part of me thinks about hire purchasing one, but even hire purchase on harvest, because the value of harvesters is pretty darn high, so it's like at least if you just rent it, yeah, you pay... I pay for like 4 or 5 days worth of rent. I mean, what's the... We planted the sorghum last time, didn't we? So when's that harvest? The barley, that'll lead into the wheat. And I think there might be a gap day in between that we'd have to just... I pressed totally the wrong button there, didn't I? There'd be a gap day in between that it would be cheap. I would rather just rent the harvester. I might be able to do a contract or something. Rather than get rid of it and get another one, just because I think it'd be easier on us in the long run. Obviously for the spinach I'm going to need to hire a Colossus again. I'll do it with the Colossus again. I'm not doing it with the in-game one. That in-game vegetable harvester that you basically have to have 2 people with, because the AI can't fathom out how to do it. So that ain't going to happen, I'm afraid. Sorry guys. And then finishing off from that, we will have ideas about next season. Now, where do we take it? I mean, I'm looking at you guys kind of thing. Is there anything you want to see? And please don't say sugarcane, because, you know, not much of it in Ireland, last time I checked. And we are going to get all this in this trailer. So I'm thinking we're going to be about 200,000 litres of grass, which, considering I don't think, obviously I didn't cut the other 2 fields, really isn't bad going. So obviously if next time we're going to be harvesting 1 field, I'll try and get the other 2 grass fields cut. We'll buy some sheep, we'll give them what grass they want. I've not got any I've not got any real plans with it yet. I mean, maybe a tailor shop down the line, but right now it's just sheep kind of just turn basic grass into wool, which sells for good money. So it's another way to boost our income, especially as that sheep pen we've got will hold as many as it will. Right, so that's all that collected. So while he continues to get around there and do that, I'm going to have to remember as well when he finishes, I'm going to have to super strength it out of the field, stop me destroying more crop. Which that'll be interesting, probably off camera. Where's the tractor? Oh, where's my guy who sold the slurry? Is he Must be back in the yard. I can't see him. I can't see him on the map. I might swap him to the big tanker and just take us. There's quite a lot of slurry there. I'm going to shove the weight on the front of this, and we're going to hopefully get the compacting done today. If by the end of this episode we can have that bunker wrapped, that would be the best option. Yep, he's back here. For some reason, look on that map, he's not appearing. And I'm on a different map, you absolute. Jesus, you'd think after the amount of time I've been playing this game, I'd actually know how it freaking works, wouldn't you? Let's have before, right? Stop doing that, I think I must have enabled sticky keys or something there, because every time I press the button, it's starting to open that menu. So if I grab that other tanker, as much as I don't like it, it's just going to move stuff quicker. I know we're not making big money off the slurry, but I can't recall whether it's generally a thing that if you have it too full, it does cause the animal's health to drop. Obviously, animals' health dropping is something we want to try and avoid because that's what leads to less productivity and more potential for animal losses. Because let's not forget, we have the realistic animal losses mod installed, so we do have the potential to lose animals if we don't keep their health high enough. See now, both of ours are 100%. What about all of our chickens are 100%, although, like I say, I'm glad the barley is going to be ready next month, because even though the barley is supposed to be for the brewery, I think I'll be using some of it to top up them guys. At least you can use that until we can then get the rest of the wheat sorted. Okay, you're in the milk. Well, that's not the one I wanted to get. Which is there is more milk to do, that can wait till. That's a start an episode job, not a not 2/3 of the way through an episode job. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna bring this guy over to out of the way. So I've got the silage roller. If I need weight, I don't know if I've got a spare front weight in the yard at the moment. I don't think I have. I have, just noticed something. Our straw blower is out of straw, so that's no big deal. Time to jump in the old bale king. It's a little while since we used this guy. I do really enjoy telehandler work. I think I've said it before. I must admit, these bale kings do make it a lot easier to do. No, without this, it really. Don't get me wrong, you can do it with just a standard bale spike. You've seen us do it that. But then, when you do that, you're only holding the bottom bale. As you see with this, I'm actually holding all three, and there's room. It would potentially hold at least one more. Let them drop in, just like that. I'm pretty sure I could use this guy to reset it off, can't I? Sorry, calf, you're gonna have to move. Actually, we didn't need a lot, but we refilled it while we could. I tried to tilt it back and work out why it couldn't. That's because it was already completely full. Completely as far back as it will go. As this guy's now full, so this guy can now go off and just check to make sure that is the best place to sell slurry, because you never know. Yep, sell everything container. That's okay then. Wanted to check. See, that I can get around without hitting now because each VSD is quite helpful. We'll get this in, I probably should have compacted as I went along, but where we are, should have opened the back door, I think. Oh well. I love that how it's just an hour clicks over and they both just start doing their thing. Christ, I'm making a right arse of this. Come on, that's it. Getting around there. I also might regret piling it all up at the back so much because that's going to make compacting it more difficult. He says before pushing it right to the back again, of course. This is 190,000, that's not bad. Why is he saying that like 0 litres? Yeah. As for size, I think we use about half the tanks, that's not... That's terrible. That on the other hand was terrible piece of driving, but luckily that's not what we're here to criticise. Right, so with a bit of luck I can quickly get this compacted. Now I don't need to connect that to the front. Like I probably need to take the sides off the cane. Well, of course I'll do that, because I'll probably use the little black Stewart trailer first. And then next time I think we'll have a top up of all, well, so once the size is ready we'll top everything up in the food mixer. Then maybe mineral feed, we don't think we need that particularly. Right then. Okay, so the fact it goes straight to 2, that's a good sign. Yeah, it's not compacting too slowly actually, so with a bit of luck then we can get this done. Relative, I don't know if this obviously I don't think is the heaviest tractor we have, probably the newer Deutsch probably wins that category, but imagine like 2% every, 1 or 2% every move, that's not bad at all. I've had them before where I've accidentally really overloaded the pit and it's been like 1% every 3 or 4 trips. See, what I should really do is compact. I know you can set cosplay to do it, but I've never actually managed to get that to work the way it's supposed to. When you get stuck like that, just back it down. Don't be afraid as well to lower and raise the... Before you ask, yes, the roller is right on the front, because look at what lights it has on it. I want to indicate. You can hoist it one on the back as well. That's only really an issue if you've got a pit that's a lot fuller and you're driving along. But as it stands, the back end of the tractor's only just so getting into the actual silence, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Oh yeah, it's getting better to get along, because as you thin it out, it's making you a much better ramp. But if you get stuck like that, just usually if I find if you raise that and then lower it again, that will just do what you need. Get it hooked over the lip and just have to... Because in real life, obviously, it'd be that soft silent, you would just rip it down, but the game doesn't simulate that, it simulates it like it's a solid object. Well, we're halfway already. He hasn't even got to the sell point yet, so here I'll get the full jump before he gets back. Yeah, I think it's actually getting higher the more. I guess because he's flattening it out, I'm running over a larger surface area at once. I'm gonna have to change that keybind because that is just... I'm gonna do that so many times. I think it's beyond funny. I Why do I appear to be stuck in... I appear to be stuck at like 5 mile an hour, I can't work out why. It's like as soon as I drive into the stuff, it's actually slowing me down, I can't work out. I didn't realise it was actually a working speed setting on this thing when it was lowered. Okay, that's me learning something new. Right, so he's just sort of sold the a lot of slurry. Because we'll know for the next time. We are just about done here, it is from Davidozy. Let's have the bunker side all covered. Put this down in the corner over here. I'm expecting at least 1 month, maybe 2, till that's fully ready to go. You know, I'm just going to connect that and just close that. Oh, yeah, I think I just made roast beef. Just want to close out. I know it doesn't make a difference, but it's just annoying me the fact that I need to raise that thing up as well, don't I? Now that'll do. I'm not surprised you lie down, Kate. You're terrified of what I'm about to do to you. Up the daisy. Sorry, little dear. Oh, Majesty, just double check what the biogas plant's like. The mixed feed, so you can take hay. Can't take a lot of straw, but I can probably do a set of hay bales. I'm just taking them over and getting topped up. Actually, it might take a full set of straw, but I'm going to do the hay first, just so that that's... I know it'll take all of them. I want to be lined up relatively straight. Don't knock it off. Might have to do a little bit of tree work then to remove that one. Of course, it means I'm going to have to buy another chainsaw, because as you'll remember, I lost mine during a tractor flinging incident. I know it's only £1,000 in the grand scheme of this farm, it's not that lot, but still it's annoying. Yeah, they actually don't manage to stay in it, I'm amazed. It would actually take another full stack, wouldn't it? So I may as well. At the end of the day, that's the only reason I have the hay. I'm not going to be using it like direct to the cows or for, you know, selling anything really, unless I end up with a surplus. So I may as well just do it now and let them have a really good feed off it. Yeah, of course I lost the chainsaw, so or else I would just literally just cut that one down right now. And at this point he's back, so that's always a good sign. This beautiful evening sunshine. Let's hope the weather's good for tomorrow, because like I say, we're going to have the barley fields to sort. Or one of them at the very least. What can we do with the weather playing ball? That's making that a lot fuller now. Let's see. I actually think I will be able to get 3 straw bales in without it being overfilled. Straw as well, something we have a lot more of. And we're going to get more because when we do the barley field, we're going to get straw. The 24, I think it was 20. Well, 29 was for 4 bales, wasn't it? So maybe not that big a difference, but you at least have these filled up. Thank you, camera. That's really the angle I needed there. In the bush, so we don't see nothing. I think they're both sort of stuck each other outside the trigger point. Yeah, so there probably is still actually a straw bale in the bottom of there. So should we dump 3 more hay bales on and call it quits? That sounds like a good plan to me. That shows actually how quickly we had. I think I'll have to try and work in amongst the harvest season to cut all the grass fields, and the idea is a little bit of it can go to sheep. I think we're going to need a good hay cut. Like if we don't, then the hay's going to run out on us quicker than we expect, and we're going to end up with a bit of trouble on our hands. But as this Irish sunset bathes us in its evening glow, that's that. I'd say it won't actually turn back on until I put silage in it, so I just have to sit there for now. Yeah, this guy's getting on. He's done quite a bit of it. I'll probably let him get finished. So next time, folks, it's going to be the next day. We're going to have certainly this field of ours to harvest. The grass will be ready, and then see what else we can do. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please check out the rest of the channel where there's a lot of great stuff going on. An absolute lot of stuff going on that you're really going to enjoy. So please like, subscribe, share, and until next time, we shall see ya. Goodbye for now.